I wanted to show you a little trick that I learned probably 10 years ago after scouring some forums on how to draw a line around tube. You know, it can be really difficult to draw your cut line if you're trying to do two symmetrical tubes coming into one. And what I'm trying to do right here is I want a single 3-inch inlet, and then I want one of these outlets facing down and the other one facing to the left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a cut right through here and remove this piece, do the same thing, kind of a mirror image on the other pipe, and then the way the two of these will fit together, I'll have a nice seam that I can weld back together and have my little 1 in, 2 out Y pipe. So what I did is I marked lines on the inside and outside of the tube of where I want my angle to be, because I want this pipe rotated just a little bit. And then what you do is you just get some dark food coloring and a paper towel, and almost make your own marker, and just put, you know, 3 or 4 drops on the paper towel, and then wipe it on the tube about where your cut will be. And you can do a whole bunch, just kind of all over. And then I have a pan with some water in it. So what you want to do is you hold this down and then just follow your angle and dip it straight in, holding everything at the same angle that you want the cut to be. And then lift it straight out. Make sure none of the water drips back onto your pipe, because it will mess up the line that you just made. Kind of dab it dry. I'm not sure how good the camera will pick this up, but if you look, you can see there's a nice line where it washed off all of the food coloring. So then you can just take your marker and trace the line. And the nice thing is if you mess up, you can just wipe it all off. It only takes a few seconds to do it again. If you had a horizontal bandsaw that you could clamp this in, then you wouldn't have to do this. It'd be real easy just to set this angle in the clamp and make it in one cut. But I do not have a horizontal bandsaw. So doing it this way, you can use a vertical bandsaw or a cutoff wheel or however you want to cut it. Once you get your line drawn, you'll have something like that. You know exactly where you need to make your cut. And then this will actually be the pipe that comes in and then turns to the left. I'll do another one just like it, just cutting out of this side instead of this side. And then we will have the Y pipe with a little angle to it. So now I'll make the cut. It'll be, you know, just on the inside of the line, and then I'll use the belt sander to get it down to where I need it to be and make sure it lines up the way I want it to. There's my cut. Pretty much followed the line. Now just a little bit of cleanup. get rid of the burrs, and that should match up perfect to the next side. After cutting along my lines and then sanding everything flat, you can see I end up with the Y pipe that looks something like this. As one going to the left just like I wanted, one going down at a little bit of an angle, kind of a, I don't know, splayed Y pipe thing. So now I can just weld on those seams and I will have the little diverter that I need. Here's the finished product of the Y pipe. So you can see it has one leg that goes over to the muffler, and then one leg that ends up traveling down and going to the exhaust cutout. And then there's also another two 90-degree elbows that I use the same trick on that come together to make one exhaust outlet. So you can see through there the angles I was going for. And if you want to see more of the exhaust build, subscribe, and my next video will have the full build.